Howdy. So today I want to talk to you about a guitar amplifier that my friend Steve is building in North Carolina. He's building them out of old 60s vintage Akai or Roberts tube reel-to-reel tape recorders. And he's creating these really cool amplifiers. This is a prototype. This is one of the first few that he's made. We've been working on it, testing it a little bit. And here it is. Here's the front panel. So I'm going to go through the front panel features real quick. Everything's on the front panel. This one comes wrapped in cardboard, genuine mother of corrugation. That is there to protect you and the components inside. So if yours comes with that on it, leave that on there. So starting over here, we have the inputs. There are two different inputs, and they go to two different preamp circuits with two different tubes. The bottom one here is a 12AX7. That's sort of reminiscent of your Fender Boogie Marshall sound, pretty traditional. And then this top one is the EF86 tube, and that guy sounds more like a Vox or maybe a Dr. Z or other high-end boutique amplifiers you might find. This is a boost switch. It's in the off position now. Here we have the volume. It's got a very gradual sweep, so it's fun to kind of dial that in slowly. And then we have concentric bass and treble knobs. And these are very active. They add a lot of input. And they also interact with each other, and they also interact with the volume significantly. So you have a lot of tonal shaping capacity here, which is fun. And we'll try to demonstrate a little bit of that in a moment. This is a functioning VU meter, so that's just cool. And here we have a 1 amp slow blow fuse. This is your main on-off switch, and this is an 8 ohm speaker out, and that's it. So let's listen to this little guy. Okay, so I'm going to try to stay out of the way of the amplifier. We'll play a 1979 Les Paul Standard. It was a gift from my cousin Carl many, many years ago. Beautiful guitar. Going straight into the amplifier. We have no effects here at all, and I just wanted you to hear, first of all, it's almost wide open right now, and how quiet it is. So it's going to have a great studio application. No sound. It's loud. So here's our volume. Let's mess around with that a little bit. And it's all the way off. Notice it's a gradual sweep. Still pretty clean, a little bit of a breakup. I think we have about 5 watts we're working with here. It's on the bridge pickup. Now I'm going to back the volume off a little bit, and we'll go through the tones. Here's the bass. It's going to be hard to hear through my crappy little iPhone speaker microphone. Bass all the way up on the bridge pickup. We'll back him off a little bit. Here's the treble. Now what I can't demonstrate is how these all interact with each other as you're tuning them and as you're playing, obviously. So I'll just do my best to kind of work through clean sounds and I'll just keep playing, noodling away, and you can sort of hear how things are shaping as we mess with the volume on the pickups, and I'll try the boost, and then I'll move up to the, the EF86 tube preamp section, and you can hear what that sounds like. It gets nice and sweet and creamy and gainy, and once again, you can only hear so much through my iPhone microphone. But here we go, here's some clean sounds. Back it off a little bit. The guitar volume also has a lot of impact. So nice and clean. Now we'll start to crank it a little bit. I'm going to open it up. Now that's full volume. probably don't even hear any difference on the phone, but I'm going to open up the guitar too. So that's playing it pretty hard with everything wide open. I'm going to back off the treble a little bit. Okay, now we'll bring up the boost. That's pretty nice Les Paul tone right there. Everything set. Sorry about my dirty volume pot. I'm going to leave everything set the same. I'm going to bump up to the EF86 tubes and you'll hear the difference. It's a good bit louder, more gain, a little more high end. You can of course roll that off if you want. Cabinet is two 12-inch Celestian Black Widows, and it's an old Boogie cabinet. But that's really loud. That's all amp. This amp sounds great with effects, though. A lot of small watt amplifiers get kind of fizzy with overdrive. This sounds really sweet with overdrive. Blues driver, OCD, full tone, anything. Bridge pickup, neck pickup. And now if we roll off the volume, even with it wide open, high gain, get some nice. And there's the Les Paul. Let's try a Strat. The old Strat straight into the amp. We'll get a few tones out of this guy. So nice and clean and bright and stratty. Quiet. Let's dial it up a little more. Let's see. Let's add a little more volume. Break it up a little bit. TF-86. We'll leave the boost on. It's loud. Bridge pickup, in case you couldn't tell. Here's the neck. Here's the neck pickup. And that's all the way wide open. Everything's wide open. Let's play softer. So maybe we'll try it with the effects. I'll plug in some pedals and see how that sounds. Okay, here's the effects we're working with. Tuner, chorus, delay, reverb, compression, and 2 overdrives. Volume pedal. Okay, we're back on the Les Paul. We're going through the pedal board. It's all off. It doesn't color the sound at all. And we're running about half volume, approximately. And bass is backed off a little bit, and the treble is maybe about 2 o'clock, just a little bit up. Nice tone, nice clean tone. On the bridge pickup, can warm it up in the middle. So it's really nice with a little reverb. So I'm adding this Hall of Fame TC Electronics. I've got it on the church setting. That's a little rich. I'm going to back off the decay a little bit. Very nice with the little reverb. Atmosphere. And some chorus. Swish it up a little. Swishy. All right, so that was all that you can do. All right, and then check it out with the OCD, the full tone. Have the drive on about 50%, and I'm kicking the volume a little bit just to kind of drive the amp a little bit. Now I'll stack them and I'll add the blues driver. Also add about 50% gain and maybe also driving a little bit too. Bells and whistles and gizmos. Also, back to clean, nothing. I have some compression you can add almost as a clean boost. That's not boosting. Stand by. So all kinds of things you can do. Great sounding amp. It sounds better in the room here than it does through the phone. But plenty loud, great natural overdrive, great with effects, beautiful little piece of gear, and it's the only, there's nothing else that sounds like it, and you can shape it any way you like. So I'm having fun with it. If you're interested in getting one of these, I don't even know if he set the price yet, but I don't think it's going to be a lot. You can reach me in the comments here and let me know. Here's a Strat with gobs of stuff, chorus, delay, nice long verb. Alright, here's the Strat with the OCD overdrive. Plenty Stratty.